Yo guys, welcome to a new video. This one's on the MP9. Now, I've seen a lot of people review this and they had a lot of issues with them. I wanted to give it another try. It's been a few years, and when things have problems they usually fix them on the sly without telling anyone, and this seems to be the case. It's still not something like the Maxim or anything like that. It's not going to shoot at like 200 FPS, but it actually fires, and I found out some quirks with it which will help if you ever buy one, because these are very cheap. You can get these for like $5 to $10 now. They're not expensive. Yeah, they're quite. I think they're quite good for what you get, and the accessories as well. Pretty cool as well. So this is the box. It's mostly in Chinese. So yeah, it does say MP9 on the front. This did come in a white with green camo on it. You've probably seen it, but I painted mine to look more like the one from Resident Evil, the TMP. This has a real steel look to it. If anything has a real steel look to it, I don't mind giving it a paint job. I'm not going to take it out anyway if it's got a real steel look to it. So it being black or whatever colour it should be in real life doesn't bother me at that point, because it's not going to be taken outside. So this one is black, so we will show that off. This is the gun, or the blaster, and you get the instructions manual. The gun comes in a nice bag. You get some stuff with a Allen key to put stuff on. I don't know why it comes out to be honest, but I think it's because, yeah, this blaster is put together with Allen holes. These are real. You can unscrew them. See, so it's basically if you need to disassemble the blaster in any way. This was attached by those as well, but I replaced those with screws. So here's the blaster, MP9 of course. Comes with a front grip, a little red dot, and a laser, which is really good quality laser. They sell these separately on AliExpress, and they are just the same price as the actual blaster itself, so it's a bit confusing that it came with one. Very high quality, almost, I think it's all nylon, and it has a rail on it as well, so you could actually put like a flashlight on here. I'll give you an example of that. So this O-light, you line up the hole on there, snap it on, tighten it down. Of course, you know, you could use, this is a genuine tactical flashlight, but you could use something cheap as well. This is just an example. Won't be leaving it on there because this doesn't have any batteries in, and it does weigh some, so I'm not going to leave that on there. But there you go, that was just an example. Anyway, it is a little bit larger than the real MP9. It makes, if you look, if I come to sort of like POV, it makes my hands look quite small, but I've got quite large hands. This is literally almost double the scale almost of an MP9. It's mainly because it does fire 50 cal rounds. If this was firing 9mm type rounds, which it does actually have on the dust cover as well, which I don't know if anyone noticed that, but it does have all the correct markings on there and a serial number. It also says Swiss made, and it's got a fake serial number on the back there too, so it's very, very nice with the markings. It also has MP9 in the right place. It has all the genuine markings on this. It's very cool. It's just slightly larger in scale, and you can see because it has to fit that magazine in there. This magazine is very, very high quality. It does work in some blasters. You can get it. It's kind of a bit like a Talon, but it's more rounded on the edges rather than squared. So it does kind of work, but Talons don't fit in here. I have tried. I'll show you in a sec. Alright, so let's test mag capabilities. So we'll take out the mag it came with. Just for fun, we'll try a BK1S magazine. No chance of going in there. We've got a Dart Zone magazine. That kind of fits but doesn't lock. I don't think it would feed though because of the angle of it. And then we've got a worker curve mag, and you can see that doesn't really fit. A little bit larger on the back end, slightly. But this kind of works in mag rails that will take the worker mags because it's a bit smaller. it has a fold-out stock, which is quite nice, but it is longer than the original one by like an inch or so. So I come back round here, you can see my arm's actually quite more further out, but for some people like me or like some others, this isn't actually a problem. It gives you a bit more length on the stock. You can bring, because of this as well, because this is slightly larger than the real one, you can bring, because of this length, you can bring this up in your shoulder. Instead of having it down here, bring it up, and you can line up your red dot a bit easier. If you've got a red dot on a riser, you can bring it down into your shoulder, and you can fly further down. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool replica, as it were. Didn't come with an orange tip anyway. Again, you do not want to take this outside, it looks like the real deal. It's also got kind of an aged, worn look to it. You can see some of the wear marks already forming in the paint, and this is because it has multiple layers, so as time goes on this will add sort of wear and tear to it, and it'll kind of look more like used polymer, which is kind of what I was going for. As polymer gets worn and used, it will kind of wear in and be more shinier in certain areas, so just handling it will kind of help with that. And yeah, so to get to your battery, unscrew your cap holder there and pop this down. You can see the colour before is white, but it gives you a blank slate for your paint job. This is a bit of a pain if you've got big fingers to get this out of here, but it doesn't run out of battery very quickly. I wouldn't use this in any war or anything, so this isn't going to run out of battery, and you're probably going to only have one magazine anyway. To turn it on, you've got a switch on the back here, and you've got a safety. I do really want to take this safety out and colour red and white on each side. I think that would complete it. But what's cool about this safety is having the safety on while you pull the trigger will rev it but not fire it. And obviously the rev up time is really good. It's almost instant, it's like 1 second. You can open the ejection port and you can look at the flywheels in here if I bring it round. You can see they're like basically pancake wheels, so the problem with this is there's a lot of gap between the flywheels. You can see they're aligned, but there's a lot of space. So you can't use any normal ammunition. You've got to use JSBs, which are solid tip darts. This is another reason you can't use this in a war. You've got to use the solid tip darts, cut them down. It did obviously come with a load, but most people have the same darts, just longer in different lengths in their possession anyway. So just length them down, put them in there, and you've got some extra rounds on backup for when you run out, and you can reload this without having to go and collect them. And that's just because these flywheels are so much gap, and the way they're designed, you really need the solid tip to get a grasp on them. If you use the normal like Worker Gen 3s or anything with a soft tip, basically, it just doesn't pick it up properly and they fall out the barrel. If you use the hard tip darts, you get a solid firing speed, and it doesn't run down. Sometimes this magazine is prone to jamming though, unfortunately, but I'll give you a bit of a firing demo at the range, and I'll just show you quickly as well. Like, it does actually fire. Not bad. It really isn't bad. It's great fun for around the house. It's not very powerful. It's like 40-50 feet per second. So like firing at the wall there didn't really do anything to it. Whereas if you used a high-powered blaster with one of those darts, you put a hole in it. It's definitely more of a fun toy, replica toy sort of thing. It's not really meant for like proper game use. And because like the way it's set up anyway, the look of it and the ammo type, it just isn't worth using in a war. Is it worth having fun with though, and just plinking around the house? Yeah. Don't take it outside though. I mean, even if you have the bright colours, you're not going to be able to anyway. And the great thing about this front grip as well, I forgot to mention, you can see it lines up with your stock, and you can use that as a front grip as well. You can actually use this stock as a front grip without this front grip on. It just gives you more grip, more hand space if you've got bigger hands. Again as well, like, it's got rails all over it, so you can customise it and have fun with it. It's definitely meant for more of just for fun. So yeah, Would I recommend it? Yeah, I think I would. Just for the price tag, for the function and how it runs, I would recommend it. Hopefully they've got rid of the models that have problems. If you do have a problem, just return it and get another one from somewhere else, different website. Because the one that I got is definitely an improved model. The ones I've seen, all the reviews I've seen, these don't even fire, and the motors break after like 1 mag. I've put like 10 mags through this already now, probably more. I've had this for over a month. That's why it's painted already, and already painted before the video was done. Because I've had this for so long basically already. So would I recommend it? Yes. Don't take it outside, all those things. And it definitely completes the Resident Evil 4 loadout if you wanted a TMP type machine gun, because it does look like the TMP from Resident Evil 4. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Right now will be the shooting test, and then the video will cut. But just say now before the end, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the support from all the subscribers. Even if I do post a video that isn't to your liking, you still help and support the channel, which I really do appreciate. So yeah, I'll see you in the shooting test. Okay, we have the MP9 here on the range. You can see the paint in the natural lighting. I think it looks really good. So yeah. Move the camera slightly. There we go. So you can get them to the back, but you've really got to aim high. I don't think that's that bad. I mean, if you just aim higher, you can get it in. And you can see, that's 2 mags, and it worked fine. And just for fun, we're going to go closer up on the range and just show you how good it is in a more reasonable distance, because I was shooting really far. So we got the laser on this as well. It's kind of set up like Resident Evil 4, how you just use the laser to aim. So this should actually hit where I'm aiming at, because the laser's pretty much dead on. Oh, we had a jam. That's because the spring didn't come up. It's not bad. There you go. 1 bullet left. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh boy. So yeah, would I recommend one of these? Hell yeah, I would. They work good now. I mean, they're not like Diana Performance or anything like that, or Nightingale, or the Venom Pro. But it looks cool and it functions well, and it's not very expensive, and you get some pretty cool accessories with it. So this grip I literally use on my underbarrel that I made. I do prefer it without this front grip on it, but it's just because of the video really, but it's on there pretty tight. There we go. Definitely recommend one of these. It's pretty sturdy. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. There we go. So yeah, definitely recommend one of these guys. Highly worth the money. But yeah. So I give this one like a 3.5 out of 5. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.